Hello. For those of you who don't know me, my name is June Richardson, and welcome to my first monthly mortgage video. I've thought a long time about creating a monthly newsletter, for lack of a better word, where I can come on and share information with my previous clients, with real estate agents, financial planners, accountants, really anyone who is either looking to get a mortgage or is helping someone obtain a mortgage in some way. The purpose of this is to share information, but in a more informal format. So, thank you for coming along on this journey with me, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying creating it for you. This month, I have two separate loan programs that I want to share. One is for the purchase of investment properties, and the other is designed to help adult children purchase property on behalf of their elderly parents. The first program is for the purchase of 1 to 4 family homes or condominiums for investment purposes. Generally speaking, in what we call the conventional world, anytime you're purchasing property, you have to provide documentation of your income to support the debt that you are asking the bank to give you to purchase the property. A lot of lenders will also allow you to use the income from the rental property in addition to your own income, but you have to still provide documentation to show that you are generating sufficient income. It's sort of like a hybrid kind of documentation. Well, this loan program is unique because it mirrors what happens in commercial financing. In commercial financing, the property is expected to support the debt of the loan. This program follows the same format. So, as long as the property that you're purchasing generates enough rental income to support the expenses on the property and the mortgage, and you meet all the other requirements regarding assets and credit scores and down payment, etc., you can get the mortgage. So this is a wonderful product for people who are self-employed or who have a lot of assets but don't necessarily generate a lot of income on paper from the assets. It allows you to go ahead and purchase investment properties. The second loan program is designed to help adult children purchase property on behalf of their elderly parents. It is used primarily for two different scenarios. One, where the parents are independent but simply do not have enough income to support the purchase of a property, or two, as an alternative to nursing care or assisted living facilities. In both cases, you're purchasing the property on behalf of the parent, and you would have to demonstrate that the parent could not purchase the property on their own. Generally speaking, whenever you're purchasing property where you are not going to be living in it full time, the down payment requirements and the interest rates are higher. This program, called the Family Opportunity Mortgage, that is offered by Fannie Mae, allows you to purchase the property as a primary residence on behalf of the parent. That means you can put as little as 5% down, and the other requirements that are more stringent for properties that you aren't going to live in full time are relaxed. So that's sort of like the skeleton of the program. There's a lot more to it, and I'd be happy to share more information with you if you're interested. But I believe it's a great program to be used, and I think it would be of interest to financial planners, CPAs, in addition to obviously children looking for a way to make their parents' final years happier and living in a more intimate and comfortable environment. In other news, it's February 2023 and it's Black History Month. In honor of Black History Month, I'd like to share with you 3 events that happened this month that I believe are just fabulous. And I'd also like to share with you a person in history that I look up to, and that I think you'd be interested in hearing about. Okay, so the first is, for the first time in NFL history, two African American quarterbacks faced off against each other, actually yesterday, in the Super Bowl. Kansas City won, but it was still an amazing event, and it was actually a great game. Full disclosure, I really don't watch all that much sports. I really watched it to watch Rihanna, to be honest. But I watched the game. It was very interesting, and at least it was exciting. It wasn't a blowout on either side. I really didn't care who won. So yay to the Kansas City Chiefs, and yay to the Philadelphia Eagles, and yay to Rihanna. Okay. Secondly, at the Grammys, Beyonce broke the record for the most Grammy Awards of any artist in the history of the Grammys. So that's just phenomenal. And finally, LeBron James of the LA Lakers broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record for the most season points in the NBA. I had the notes here somewhere. I think it was like 33,000 or more points, some like crazy ridiculous number. So that all just happened this month, and I want to congratulate all of the people that I mentioned. Finally, I'd like to spend some time talking about Madam C.J. Walker. She was an amazing female entrepreneur pioneer, and she was the first African American female self made millionaire. The daughter of enslaved people, Madam C.J. Walker was orphaned at 7, married at 14, and widowed at 20. She spent the better part of the next 2 decades laboring as a washerwoman for $150 a week. Okay, let's just stop there for a minute because my head is spinning. I mean, how inspirational is that? Orphaned at 7, married at 14, and widowed at 20? I mean, amazing. And somehow she found the inner strength to persevere. It's just such an inspirational message to me personally, that against all odds, you find a way to keep going. Because you never know when that next step that you take might be the one that takes you into the life of your dreams. So, anyway, let's go on. Then, with the discovery of a revolutionary hair care formula for black women, everything changed. By her death in 1919, Walker managed to overcome astonishing odds, building a storied beauty empire from the ground up, amassing wealth unprecedented among black women, and devoting her life to philanthropy and social activism. She also had an institute, like an educational institute, where she taught many other African American women to be business women and hairstylists. So on her own, not only did she become a millionaire, but she reached down and helped others to better themselves as well. What an inspirational story. Well, that's all for this month. Thank you so much for spending time with me. If you have any questions about financing, or you want me to explain something to you, please feel free to send an email, and I will respond. And who knows, maybe your question will end up in one of these mortgage chats in another month. So thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you next month.